Parliamentary finance. The Prime Minister has a real will to boost non-oil revenues. There's been a completion of the first steps of the banking reform process. In my view, the next phase should introduce new currency denominations. If they're going to have 3 zeros removed, as Alex said, you're going to need new denominations. They never have had a 3 zeros exchange rate to be supporting the global financial system. They haven't done that in 21 years, so why now? They never will, as far as I'm concerned. They're never going to be the savior of anything at 1,310. We heard, let's see, the 16th, which would be Wednesday, is the day that Iraq is paying all of their contractors and paying any back pay that they need to pay, and it's also the day, Wednesday the 16th, the day of celebration in Iraq for this RV and their new rate on the dinar, etc. So it looks like our start date would be Wednesday the 16th, but it could be actually, that we would start on Tuesday. I know we're supposed to get notified on Tuesday whether we start exchanges or not. We'll have to see, but the whole thing is lining up beautifully. I'm excited about the timing. Makes it very clear what they're doing, adding value by lifting the 3 zeros. It's right there. It's from the Prime Minister. It's from Alex, the Governor of the CBI, word for word. Anybody that tell you it's a scam, educate them, because this is not Bigfoot. This is not a UFO. This is not Loch Ness. This is a reality, happening right before our eyes. Gold in Iraq, a promising future for mining. This article is from 2015 but tells us how much gold they have in the ground, etc. I had the privilege of talking with someone in the industry dealing with equipment. They have started moving a lot of gold mining equipment to Iraq. Iraq's gold mining industry is starting to explode. They know they have a tremendous amount of gold and rare earth minerals there. As a matter of fact, experts over there say they may actually eclipse their oil revenues. The central bank continues the actual implementation of banking reform plans. The CBI has completed the first phase of the banking reform process. First of all, we can confirm by this article that there is a plan and they are working towards it, and that is their roadmap. At the end of the day, Iraq is showing us they're going international. We're going to watch it happen. We do have some interesting news. Article, Economic Researcher, the Iraqi budget enters the danger phase. This article is telling us we are about to see an exponential change. I believe it will RV before the time they gave. The revaluation actually started in 2012. Revaluation is to revalue the currency. This is not to revalue the currency, they're going to reinstate it. It was $3.22 when it was brought down. Because of inflation, do you think $3.22 would be fair over 20 years later? No, I don't think so. Therefore the exchange rate is not going to 1,000, is it? It's saying at 1,320, 1,310. When they lift the 3 zeros, that's be a little over $1 for the citizens. Now that's fair. Ministry of Oil announces the start of exporting jet fuel. Quote, the Undersecretary added that the export process is a step in the right direction, to enhance Iraq's role globally among the countries producing and exporting oil and its derivatives. In addition to that, it reflects the prospects for development in the Iraqi oil industry. He explained that the export operations of oil products contribute to increasing the financial revenues achieved from the activities of the oil sector, and thus supporting the national economy. The American Washington Institute stated that any major Israeli attack on oil and energy facilities in Iran will have serious repercussions, including the possibility of damaging global energy supplies, specifically from the Gulf, Saudi Arabia and others, and Iraq, China and Turkey will also be affected. Therefore, the administration of US President Joe Biden must continue to pressure Israel to focus its potential attacks on Iran on military or security sites and facilities. The US report indicated that when the Israeli Air Force bombed Houthi oil facilities in Yemen on September 29, for the second time since July, observers confirmed that the distance of more than 1,600 kilometers was a warning to Iran, whose main oil fields are much closer, adding that there is additional evidence that Israel may consider carrying out strikes against the Iranian oil and gas industry after it pledged a major response to the massive Iranian ballistic missile attack on October 1 against it. However, the American report, which was translated by Shafak news agency, considered that the consequences of such an Israeli attack on Iranian energy facilities on the Israeli, Gulf and global energy markets could be significant, noting at the same time that Iran has extensive experience in maintaining production and export capabilities, as happened with it in the 80s during the economically devastating Iran-Iraq war. The report found that for Israel, it is clear that this Iranian sector carries a rich set of targets, but given the effects that such a strike could have on Israel's own infrastructure, in addition to its potential impact on regional and global energy markets, it may be better to consider other targets.